Teaching paws up involves luring your dog toward the item and then marking and reinforcing when they put a paw on it, or if they're hesitant to put a paw on it, even as they lean up against it. Typically, I start with an item that's lower than a stool, such as a book, and then move to the stool once they understand the basic concept. Now, whenever they put two paws on, you're also going to mark and reinforce that. And then after a while, you can start to add some stay or weight, depending on the cue you use. This is actually a really great exercise to work on that cue, especially from a standing position. Just make sure you break it down into small steps so that each step is achievable, and then build on it from there. That is called errorless learning. Once your dog has gone on and off the stool many times and you've faded your lure to more of a pointing motion, then you can start to introduce the actual cue, which is paws up or whatever you want to use. The best time to introduce the cue is right as the dog is about to step on the stool. You'll see that my timing is actually a little slow here. Ideally, it's that step right before he puts his paw on, and that's where you'll cue. Don't expect your dog to know what that word means right away. You are capturing them while they're already in motion doing it, and you're naming that motion. It takes a bit of consistency for that to stick, and you'll also need to pay particular attention to your body language while you're cueing that, because that's how you're going to help them understand it out of context. Once your dog understands paws up, you can start to do some conditioning exercises with it. That's what I'm doing here. We're moving from a sit back to paws up, and you can use a lure like I'm doing here to help them into their sit. It's a very light lure, but it is often helpful for dogs who look at you like you have two heads when you cue sit. And once you get the hang of that, you can start to cue sit without any lure. If at any point your dog seems to forget what they're doing, that does happen, then see if you can wait them out like I'm doing here. Let those wheels turn. And if that doesn't work, you can always toss a find it to reset them and just start over. After that, I typically teach a pivot. Now, pivot is about moving their back legs in a circle around the stool while they keep their front paws on the stool. This is tough, so at first you want to mark and reinforce just any movement of the back paws. Now, the lure on this can go two ways. You can either come alongside them, which is more like what I'm trying to do here, which is about to not really work. I missed that step, and I think that he's not getting it, so I just toss a ready find it and start over. And then the other way is just to face him directly like I'm doing here. Sometimes they're more likely to pivot around when I just stay in front of them and pivot around myself. Now, if you do dog sports or something like that and you need your dog to maintain a heel, you can teach pivot that way, but that's not my jam. Lastly, make sure not to take this too seriously. It's supposed to be fun.